Now, yesterday I spoke about the new energy vehicle wholesale figure, which came at 1.5 million for the month of December, which shows you that the electric vehicle market is continuing to grow in China, and those that are still, or those other countries that are still targeting to compete to make sure that they get they become the leaders in the fast growing EV space, they have to think again, because China rate or growth rate of this new energy vehicle sales is not going to slow down anytime soon, and the more it grows, like I said yesterday, the more companies like NEO are going to receive the rewards of being able to sell more, because it appears that people in China, or the consumers in China, they are becoming more comfortable when it comes to buying EV cars, which is great, which is amazing, and it tells us the progress that obviously China has made, or these EV companies are making in China. Now, the reason why I'm telling you about all this is that you will know that part of the reason why China is doing very well in terms of sales is because of the subsidies that they are giving to those that buy new energy vehicle cars, or to those that buy new cars as a whole. Because for new energy vehicle cars, there's a 20,000 RMB subsidy, whilst for gas cars, there's a 15,000 subsidies that if you are exchanging your old car for those cars you get, which is something that is great. Now, this year, what we are going to see coming from China is that China is going to continue. Now, this year, because of the massive stimulus that China announced, I think what we are going to see is that China is going to continue giving extra support to these new energy vehicle cars in China, because they know they are the leader, they are the king for EV cars, or with countries selling most EVs, and therefore they are going to make sure that they don't lose that title. And how they do that is to obviously stimulate the EV sales, or this EV market as a whole, by introducing more subsidies, which is what I think we will get, especially from that stimulus that China announced towards the end of last year. That big stimulus, I think, is going to result into most subsidies coming for new energy vehicle cars like NEO, which is something that is great. And like I said, because of this, we can expect some great future from NEO, or for NEO, because of the big stimulus, because of the subsidies, because of the government going to buy the new energy vehicle cars as the department cars, which is something that obviously that we have touched base on, and we know how they plan on doing that. First, they want to allocate 30% or put aside 30% of the budget for buying cars in the government and buy new energy vehicle cars. In some of the districts, departments where the conditions are allowing, they are going to buy or take the entire budget from some of them departments and buy full EV cars, which is something that is great. And it shows you that the demand for these cars, new energy vehicle cars like NEO, is going to continue to rise, because it's no longer going to be just consumers that are buying NEO cars, but even government departments are going to go out there and buy NEO cars, which is something that is great, something that is pretty exciting, and it makes me to want to load the boat. So yeah, man, I am very happy, I am very excited, and I know share price wise NEO might not be where we want it to, but I'm telling you, it is just the beginning. I think the bottom for NEO stock, it's in, because even the short sellers shorting this stock, I don't think they can risk this stock going to $3.60, because if they do that, then most people are gonna clear out their savings and go and pile a lot onto NEO, because they know the kind of company NEO is becoming, they know where NEO is headed, and therefore getting or taking the NEO share price down that low is gonna make them do whatever they can to buy the stock as much as they can, which is something that is pretty exciting, which is something that if it happens, I'm telling you, boy, we are looking forward. Bring it on, short sellers, because we are going to make sure we pile as much as we can, because we know one thing, and that is the blue sky is coming. So yeah, man, tell me what you think about this. Think this big stimulus, or the big stimulus that China spoke a lot about last year, this year we should start seeing some positive vibes or positive outcomes based off that stimulus that China announced last year, which This, as a result, is going to drive more sales in the new energy vehicle space, is also going to drive, of course, more inflows into the Chinese equities listed in the New York Stock Exchange, where the banks, the brokers will be buying these Chinese equities like crazy. It is still coming. I mean, I remember the article which was once written by Bloomberg, or which came from Bloomberg, indicating that yes, the rain for the big stimulus that China announced, it might not be falling as yet, but it is coming. Rain is coming. There are clouds all over showing that China is about to do something massive. China is about to make the Chinese equities to surge, because they are going to flood in or pile in quite a number of cash into their local Chinese companies, which is great, which is amazing, and it just makes me want to load the boat. So yeah, man, I am happy, I am excited. Tell me what you think about this. Blue sky is coming. I know that share price wise might not be favoring us for now. Share price wise, we might not be seeing what we wanted, but long term will win. Blue sky will come. Let's see how 2025 unfolds when it comes to the share price, when it comes to the fundamentals, deliveries that NEO will produce, earnings, which is something that obviously we look forward to that. I mean, personally, I cannot wait for even the Q4 earnings, which hopefully they are going to come somewhere in February, where we are going to get to see also the guidance that NEO intends to, that NEO will be giving us in terms of the deliveries they plan on selling just this quarter, in this quarter, which is something that is very exciting, something that is bullish, and it makes me want something that is quite exciting. So do your own DD, man. Don't forget to hit that likes button if you are enjoying the content that I give you on a day-to-day. I mean, some of you that have been on this channel for quite some time, you will know that each and every day I try to give you as many content as possible about NEO, to remind you of some of the things, to tell you about what we read, the breaking news that came from NEO, breaking news that could have a positive impact or negative impact onto NEO, which all I ask is for you to hit that like button, thumbs up, as of course it will give me some motivation, some courage to continue giving these videos to you. Blue sky is coming, long term will win. That's all from me, and God bless you all.